What's going on YouTube? This is Daybreak748 coming back at you guys with yet again another S.H.Figuarts Digimon figure review, and it is none other than the one figure that eluded me at New York Comic Con, and so I had to find this guy on eBay/Amazon. So with that being said, we're going to be taking a look at Imperialdramon, but this time it's not the fighter mode, guys. It is Paladin mode. Now guys, like I just mentioned, this figure, honestly, I didn't even know it existed, to be honest. But at New York Comic Con, this is the one guy that I did not see at all when it came to all of the different vendors. I saw the fighter mode quite a lot, but not this guy. So when I found out that there was another version of this guy out there, I had to pick this one up. Now on eBay, when I got back home from New York Comic Con, I was going through eBay and whatnot, and I saw this guy, a couple of these guys, but they were going for quite a lot of money. So I kind of was like, I really don't want to pay that price point for this particular figure, so I just kind of waited. And sure enough, if you wait long enough, you will find it for the right deal. This past week, you guys saw in my haul, I was able to find this for a pretty decent price, and so I just, I guess, pulled the trigger on it, and here it is. Now with that being said, this figure right here once again comes in the standard packaging that I really like. You have the S.H.Figuarts logo right here. You have the name of the Digimon right here. You have this awesome artwork done by, I think it is Kenji, if I'm not mistaken. And then you have the open display window. On both sides of the box, you have just the actual figure right there. On the back, in the middle, you have the awesome artwork. Yep, Kenji right there. And then it also showcases all the different optional parts and how you can pose it, all that good stuff. Now, with that being said, let's take the Imperialdramon Paladin mode out of package and we'll see what he has to offer. So guys, give me a sec. I'll be right back, so don't go anywhere. Alright guys, and we are back with Imperialdramon Paladin mode out of package, and I gotta say, once again, S.H.Figuarts has nailed it with this figure. Articulation, paint job, sculpt, and fun factor, it's all there. Now, for those of you guys who are kinda on the fence and you're like, hey Daybreak, which one should I buy? Well, if you're a completist like I am, then you're definitely gonna need both of them. However, if you are not a completist, then just pick the one that you like. Now, I'm just gonna tell you right up front, this one does not come with the blaster pieces. Even though he has all of the ports and whatnot to put the blaster pieces in, he does not come with it. So if you want the blaster version, then you're gonna have to go with the fighter mode. Now if you want the sword version, the paladin version, then this is the one to go with. Now with that being said, I'm gonna move Imperialdramon out of the way for the time being, and let's first start off by looking at the accessories that he comes with. So first, it's pretty much the same exact manual, but instead of showcasing the blaster, they showcase how to swap out the sword and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. Alright, moving on to the accessories. You get the same exact crotch piece as Imperialdramon Fighter mode. This one goes pretty much on his crotch if you want to have him in a more dynamic pose. So that's pretty cool. You get many different sets of hands. So you get 2 gripping hands. So that's good. You get these karate chopping or haya hands. And then you have these 2 right here. And these are still gripping hands, but this, as you guys can clearly see, it's a little bit different. But this one's pretty much the same closed-fisted. I think, yeah, that's pretty much it. These are all closed-fisted, while this one's a little different, but it's pretty much the same thing. It's for the sword, obviously. Alright, and lastly, the main accessory that you get with this guy is this awesome awesome sword. Love the paint job. Love the sparkly gold that they used here. The white is a nice pearlescent white, so that's cool. The blues are done nicely, and yes, there is an actual gem in there, and it is not just a painted piece. So that's that. Now real quickly, if you want to put this sword into his hand, all you need to do is pop out the handle and then put the hand, we'll just take one for reference, slide it through just like that, nothing too difficult, and then slide this thing back in. Come on. Why is it not going in? Oh, there you go. So there you have it, done. So that's how you do it. And then lastly, you get this awesome display base. Now, with that being said, yeah, this guy, you definitely want to have the display base because he is a little bit back heavy. And you saw that with the fighter mode review. Because of his wings and because of his tail, this guy is pretty heavy. And if you're not careful, I mean, he can stand on his own. But if, for example, you live in like California or somewhere like that where there are earthquakes and whatnot, you can definitely see him topple over. And if he does topple over, these pieces right here, I feel they can easily break. Why? Because they're pretty, like, as you guys can clearly see, it's very thin plastic that they used, and it's very, very just solid. It doesn't move, so I definitely can see that breaking. Now with that being said, let's take a look at the main course here, and it is none other than obviously the Paladin Mode version of Imperialdramon. Same exact figure, nothing new. Only different is the color scheme. He's sporting the pearlescent whites all over. He has this awesome glittery, I'm not sure if the camera is gonna catch it, but that gold is freaking amazing. It sparkles when the light hits it. The gem looks really nice right there. The hair is obviously in gold now, so that's pretty interesting. Everywhere you see gold, it just looks awesome. The white's nice, pearlescent, and it looks good. Now, he does have the ports right here, and this piece can move up and move down. So you can, if you have the fighter mode, you can use the blaster, but obviously the color scheme will be a little off. Now with that being said, articulation, the wings, as you guys can clearly see, there's a little ball joint right here, pretty solid. This part right here is on the hinge, so it can move out, move in, and it can swivel at that point. The shoulders can go out. This piece right here is connected to his shoulder right up top right there. It can swivel, and there's this pretty cool pull down feature right here, so you can have his arm kind of cross over his body so that he can wield his sword. The head can look left, right, and can swivel all the way around, so that's good. This piece, it just moves because of the blaster mode version. The tail can go up, down, and swivel, so that's good. The legs can move out that far. Double jointed knees, as you guys can clearly see. The feet are on a ball joint, so that it swivels and does everything you could possibly ever want it to. And then the waist right here does have a swivel built in. And that's pretty much it. So, like I said, playability wise, he is pretty freaking amazing. I love how he looks with this this gold and white color scheme. I really do. I personally like this one more than the fighter mode, but that's just personal preference. So with that said, guys, give me a sec. I'm going to put the sword on him, and then we'll see how he looks, and then we'll call it a day. So be back in a few. Alright, and here we go. We have Imperialdramon Paladin Mode ready for battle with his sword drawn, and he looks absolutely gorgeous. My god, this guy is awesome. Now, like I mentioned, I think S.H.Figuarts has killed it with this line. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I love it. I love it. I really, really hope that S.H.Figuarts continues to pump out these figures, because they do an amazing job. Yes, the joints or the figure seems very delicate. Why? Because pretty much the design of the Digimon, but S.H.Figuarts has done a great job just making sure that the joints are tight and just everything just works. Now real quickly, just to mention something, the hands could be a little bit hard to just pull out. If you're not used to this type of figure, I highly recommend putting the hands in some hot water to loosen up that joint and then pop it off that way. These pieces right here, they're just a staction piece. The blades don't move, so if you're like pulling the wrong way, you can definitely snap that piece off, so be very careful. But with that said, this is an amazing figure. If I had to give this figure a rating, I would definitely give it a 10 out of 10, hands down, no questions asked. The fun factor, the articulation, the sculpt, the posability, I mean, you name it. I mean, look at this guy. He looks gorgeous. He won't have any problem standing with that stand. So, yep, that's that. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for once again stopping by. If you guys like what you saw, please thumbs up the video, share the video, and yeah, if you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section down below, and I will be back with some more awesome figure reviews, so stick around. And yeah, until next time, this is Daybreak 748. I'm signing out. Peace out, guys.